Hello there, long time no see. I have been so incredibly busy with school, it ain't even funny. It's coming toward the end of the semester. In fact, I have one final, I think Thursday. It's on the 10th of December, isn't it? Yeah, so it's Tuesday. I have a final then. I have finals on Friday the 13th, two of the finals then. And I gotta check what my other final is, but it's next week. I think. The week after. I think it's next week. They're coming up. And as part of the schoolwork I had to get done, Monday I realized that all this right here was due Wednesday. And how much did I have done? Maybe two of the ethical vignettes, and which are the highlighted pieces. Can I just say wow? And this was supposed to be part 1 of 2. I was like a total wreck because I had procrastinated to the point where I had like no time left to do this. I hurried up and did as much as I could, but that day, Monday was when I found out. I think I already said that. Monday was when I found out, and I saw the teacher for this class that day, but she wasn't teaching that class, if that makes any sense. I only have that class on Wednesdays, in other words. It's for my community service class, and I asked her, where's part 2? Because I'd asked a classmate if she had part 2, and she goes, no, all I have is this. I'm like, okay, well, it says part 1 of 2, and she goes, that's all it is. It's only, this one piece. So, me being the, person I am, I wanted to make sure that that was indeed it. So I asked the teacher, and she said we should have gotten another one of these. I'm like, oh, crud. I told her, do you have another copy anywhere? Because I don't have it. And she said she posted it onto the online thing that we use for our classes. And meanwhile, while I was waiting on that, I was working on this, but I took, how many times am I going to pick that up? I was working on this notebook, and I wrote another classmate online. I texted her saying, can you please help me with something? Because I'm thinking maybe she had it, because the other classmate, she is there most of the time, but once in a while she's not in class. I make every class, and I'm thinking, I don't remember getting it, but I could have just spazzed out. So I wrote this other classmate that I know she's always there too. And she said, no, we didn't get anything. And she said, another classmate didn't get anything either. So I'm like, okay, there must not be anything there. And I'm like, I hope she does not post this expecting us to do it anyway with like 2 days. I know. So we're supposed to work on this like each week. Not have to do it all at one time. So, because it is a lot to do. But thankfully, the teacher posted that she was only going to make us do one because that's all she had given. Well, she said sorry for any inconvenience. She didn't say that she forgot to give it, but I think she forgot to give it. But that's okay because she's juggling like 5 million classes. But there's that. What else? Okay. Also, I finally got to talk to my teacher about that test. And I asked her about this one question, and I had the book with me, and I'm like, and she said that she could change it, but she didn't really think she should change it. Because it wasn't incredibly, like, because it said, what does it say? Young adulthood. Erikson defined young adulthood as the stages between blah blah and blah blah. And it had like a total of 4 different options. And so I chose none of the above because the book did not say that Erikson had said that. Well, that was not the correct answer. But see, the book said that the ages was this, but Erikson didn't say that. But she still didn't give me the points. But that's okay because I submitted the extra credit paper. I did that thing in like 15 minutes from start to finish. It was the coolest paper because I did it on a topic I'm very interested in, which is OCD. And it was cool because we had to have citations and references. And I've never done a paper by typing in the information, then Googling to find the resource I'm going to quote for it. Because, see, I already knew a lot of the facts that I put in the paper. So it was just really cool because I got to type it in first. So I knew I wasn't, had any risk of stealing the work, because I wasn't going to be quoting them exactly. Because, see, when you cite, when you cite, you can't just type it out exactly what they say and then put your citation afterwards. You have to, put it in your own words, basically. But this I had in my own words, like, immediately, because I knew it already. I just had to find how to cite it. Yeah. So that was exciting. I'm hoping to do a video on OCD and put it on my, I guess you'd technically call it my main channel. But I only post on this channel right now pretty much. But I'm hoping to do a real edited video about OCD and stick it on my original channel. There we go, we'll just call it that. Which I'll put the link in the description on my original channel if you're interested. Oh dear, you can see the mess I've got right there. I'll get closer now. Anyway, you can see the, I'll put the link down in the description so you can find my other channel. It's, I'll tell you now what it is. I call it Emalve Jane, and it's spelled E-M-A-L-V-E space, and then just the word Jane, J-A-N-E. That's the channel that I've had for years and years. It started off as a vlog channel, then I wanted it to be more edited stuff, more professional kind of videos, and then it went back to kind of, I don't know. It's just whatever I want to post on it, basically. Except now I won't be posting vlogs on it because I've got this wonderful channel to do that. I say wonderful because I have wonderful people on this channel. That's what I meant by that. Anyway, oh yeah. I have got to do my nails. I've got the base coat on there, and I've got 2 nails painted. Look at this. I've had that like that since yesterday evening because I was working on another notebook. I've got 2 other notebooks. I've got one due Tuesday, same day of the finals in that class. And then I've got one due Monday, and it's over 14 chapters. It's the one due Monday is from the same teacher who has all this. And you see how much she gives per chapter, because this is including an online test per chapter and a lot of in-class activities and stuff, which is not really bad, I don't think. I mean, some classmates complain, good grief, she gives us all this work. I don't really think it's that bad, as long as you do keep up with it, which I've never done so far, but sometimes I'm better than others. But, and I totally lost my train of thought. But it's good because when you're in the social work field, you're going to have to do a heck of a lot of paperwork. So this kind of gets us geared up and ready to do paperwork. So, yeah. Glockahackaboogaboggin. Anyway, also, I've got my camera hooked to a Pringles can that's full of sand now. That way I can have it charging, and I can still stick it up so you can see me. Even though I have a tripod, you'd think I'd just put it on that, but I don't like the tripod because it's kind of broken. But it's broken in a way that I can still kind of use it. It's just not as functional. Because what I do to hook my iPod to a tripod, I was thinking if I knew exactly where it was, I could show you. I've got this little hinge that is like a door hinge, but it's triangular. It's just kind of, anyway. And I've got string to kind of keep it tight. And then I used the screw where you screw the camera onto your tripod. I used that to put the hinge onto the tripod. So then you have the thing, you can just clip your case to it. And so you can have like a functional tripod with your iPod. Or iPhone would work for that too. But the thing is, somehow, what did I break on it? something I broke, so it can no longer sit on the part where the camera sits. I screwed it to the part that adjusts your tilt. So it's really hard to get that to not be wonky. I need to get a new tripod really badly. Anyway, let's see. Is there anything else that I wanted to say right now? That was pretty much all I had prepared, I think. So, let's see. I finally tried this nail polish yesterday. It's an unnamed, I think it's unnamed. Yes, an unnamed polish by Color Concept. It's this lime green. Let me tell you, I still have my image in here. Oh, where did it go? Somewhere I have a black light that I got when I was a lot younger, because it was for like it's supposed to be a journal that you would write in with like invisible ink, so that you could not see it unless you had a black light. Well, you just have to take my word for it. This stuff glows under the black light. It's like so neon, which is, makes sense because it wasn't a neon gift set? Is that what it's called? I can never remember that word. I was trying to think of it the other day. And it's like, what is it called when you get a whole bunch of something in this one neat little box? Like, this came in a set of 5 different nail polishes. There was this one, a neon orange, a neon pink, and it's supposed to be neon blue and purple, but they don't really look too neon-y to me because blue and purple don't. Anyway, I don't see the neonness of blue and purple unless it was like literally lighting up. So, I don't know. But anyway, it came in a kit with a bunch of other neon colors. I'm seriously considering doing a nail polish collection video. Please, I want feedback if you would like to see that or not. Because it would be very long. Because you see that shoe organizer behind me? Almost all of the pockets are full of nail polish. Let's see. That's full of nail polish. That one's full of nail polish. That one's full of nail polish. And those in the bottom have some nail polish in it too. I'm a nail polish junkie. So yeah, nail polish is my thing. Did I ever show you guys the nail polish I made? The glitter polish? I don't know. If I do a nail polish collection, I'll show you that there. Oh, another thing I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to, like, heal up my dry cuticles and start doing nail polish swatches. Because I know some companies will send you free nail polish if you will review it on your channel and stuff like that. I actually have a friend here on YouTube and Instagram that got like 6 China Glaze nail polishes for absolutely free, just so that she would review it on her channel. I'm like, ooh. So I really want to get into that, because then I could get some of this like indie nail polish. Oh, I want a bottle of indie nail polish so badly to just try it and find out what it's like to have an indie polish, but they're so, they're not expensive when you see what they are and that they're homemade and stuff like that, but they're just out of my price range right now because, I'm dollar nail polish junkie. $1, $2, $2.50, and $3. Anything, okay, if it's less than, I say $3.50, then I'm likely to buy it. More than $3.50, then more than likely I don't have more than that to spend at a time. So if I get a buy it, yo. So yeah. Let's see. Yesterday I had to do a presentation on my volunteer experiences. So that was fun. It was a presentation unlike any that I've ever done before, because what the teacher did, since it was a small class, she had us all in a circle. Let's see. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think only 9 students, maybe 10. There's more than that. I have no clue. There was about, I'm going to just say 10 students. One of them came in like an hour late, and she was the last presentation. She got to hear one presenter, and then she had to present, and that was all. But anyhow, it was different though, because we were all in a circle, and the way we presented was that we got in like the hot seat, the teacher called it, which was in a seat like where everybody could, because most of them were kind of in a circular fashion, but then there was that one chair like where everybody would face it. And so you sat there and you just did your presentation, and it was a lot more laid back than I thought it was going to be. I was really stressing because the presentation is supposed to be 7 to 10 minutes long, and I had not prepared like as much as I should have. I did not prepare the presentation part like really at all. I mean, I did some. I didn't time it, in other words. When I prepared, prepare, could I say that any more Southernese? When I prepared for it, I pretty much did it from what I recalled that I had put on the paper. But it wasn't anything like really by the paper, I guess you'd say. So I was really nervous, but once I found out how it was going to be, I'm like, oh, this is going to be easy, yo. Yo, why am I doing that? Answer me that. I have no idea. Anyhow, though, it was fun. It was laid back, which is what I really liked. Because, you know, presentations, they're not bad, really, but they are a bit nerve-wracking when you're not as prepared as you think you should be. I had a presentation the day before yesterday as well on, is the movie presentation. Did I tell you all about that? It's for my behavioral health class, and we had to do a paper and presentation on an assigned movie. We could pick from a list. And I picked A Beautiful Mind by Ron Howard. Have you seen that? It's quite the interesting movie. I won't say anything about it. More than it was really interesting. Now I'm ready to go to sleep. Another thing that I've been doing recently, because I've been so stressed out over notebooks. I mean, so far I haven't been incredibly stressed out over the finals because I've been so worried about these notebooks. I haven't had a chance to be so scared about the finals, which I usually am really nervous about the finals because I don't like tests. Tests just worry me, even though I'm a reasonable test taker. I mean, I don't usually bomb tests, but they just scare the bejeebers out of me until I'm in on it, you know, in doing it. But because of all this energy I've had recently, I've gotten to where I like to dance. And not the kind of dance that's on my other channel. My other channel, I have a couple of dances. And they're kind of embarrassing. No, they're very embarrassing. But I'm wanting to kind of do the graceful dances, you know. So, I don't know how long that will last. Probably not long, because anytime I get into something exercising, like, I end up getting out of it because I don't know, I get tired of it, I guess. And then I'll get back into it later. Stuff like that. But I've had fun the past, like, 2 nights, I think it is. Now, I'm so out of shape that I can't even hardly do a whole song, which I know sounds really bad, but I do a lot of twirls and stuff in my little room that's kind of, the floor space is L-shaped because of my double bed, so it's like I have boop, 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 and I just keep going in this, you know, and doing twirls and flowy stuff and things like that. So that's been a lot of fun. I have this one skirt that's almost touches the floor, and it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Flowy, I guess? It's got a lot of fabric, so it really can come out, and it's just, oh, beautiful, darling, beautiful. I would like to show you my dancing. I say it like this because I haven't actually seen myself dance, because I can't film it in here, because, I mean, you won't be able to see me, and it would be kind of silly, because back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I'd love it if I could find a place that's big enough that I could really dance. But the only thing that's been bothering me about dancing like that, is that we have carpets everywhere, except for the kitchen. And I'm not going to be dancing in the kitchen. And my feet are getting carpet burn. I know. I should just not dance like twirly stuff. But that's what I've been liking to do, and it's fun. Kind of makes me feel free, I think. It's like, wee, like I could fly. So yeah, and sometime, eventually, probably a lot later, because it's got chilly and rainy out now, because it's our unofficial rainy season. I call it the rainy season because here, around Christmas time, the whole month of December practically, it usually is cloudy, overcast, rainy, and cold. Not snowy, thank heavens, but cold, nevertheless. In the, like, upper 30s to 40s usually. Although now it's in probably in the 60s. So, but anytime I'm in any, like, coolish temperature, it hurts to breathe a lot because my whole windpipe gets really sore from the cold. So I don't tend to exercise a whole lot outside during this time of year. But have I gotten to the point of what I wanted to say? Eventually I want to do another trampoline video. And so you can see some of my tricks. I've had a trampoline for probably about 13 years now. I'm guessing. I have absolutely no concept of time like that. But I'm thinking it's been a long time. I know it's been over 10 years. Maybe been 12 years. Whatever, I've had it for a long time, so I've been able to learn how to do several tricks. So I have a couple of those videos on my main channel as well, but I want to redo it, do another new one, and I don't know. I thought that would be fun though, to show you if you want. Let me know if you'd like to see that. Oh, wow. 22 minutes long. Wowee! Alright, I guess I probably about need to go, because I'm going to be uploading this at school. And the class is only an hour long, so let's hope it didn't take that long to upload this. Because while the Wi-Fi at school is faster, sometimes it seems to be kind of slow too. So, yeah. Alright, I'm going to pick you up and I'm going to show you what you are on. See the sand in there? Isn't that neat? I like this because it's nice and heavy. It's recycling. I want to do something to decorate this can so it doesn't look like a Pringles can. So it just looks like a tube. But I haven't decided what, because I'll put you back on there. I'm sorry if it's a little crooked. Alright. I painted this one. And you can see a little bit of it through there. But it's so easy for the paint to scratch off. And I don't know a whole lot. I probably should just ask Mom. She probably knows exactly what to do. I store my hair bows in this one. I used to be like a Pringles addict. And I would buy at least a can a week. Sometimes if they had them on sale, we would buy, like, stock up on them. And I would eat at least a can a week. Sometimes, well, okay. I would try to make it last the whole week, but sometimes I would not be successful. And I would end up eating a can in like half a week, 4 days, 3 days. Which I don't think is too terribly bad, being that, well, maybe that is a little bit, I don't know. But now it's like I'll get a can once, well, the last can I got, I ate some out of it. I'm like, okay, and I close it up and put it away. Like, yeah, that was good. Then I forgot about it. Until they're old and, like, try to break them and they're like cardboard. So, I don't get Pringles no more. But, I did used to love them. Yeah. Okay, now I really do need to go. I know I said that already, but I do need to go. And I do hope, I didn't go. Oh wait. I have been trying to still play the guitar quite a bit while I'm doing all this work with the finals and the notebooks stuff. In fact, I wrote a song during my Thanksgiving break, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you guys until I get some way to prove my copyright, because I don't want people on YouTube to steal it, because I know that can happen. And I don't know about YouTube's copyright laws. I want to know, if you upload a video to YouTube, do you get to keep the copyright, and it works as kind of a free way to prove that that was yours? But I kind of doubt that they would do that. So I don't know. I'm going to have to wait till I can prove, because I have a couple of songs written, and I want to write more and be able to send off to get them all copyrighted. You know what I'm trying to say. I want to get them all where I can do them and maybe even sell CDs. That would be really fun. I don't want to get into the music business. I want to keep this as a hobby, but it would be fun to be able to show you guys my songs, even though it's also kind of nerve-wracking, because I don't know, it feels weird when you have a song that you've written and you're showing other people, because I don't know, I think it has something for me to do with, like, kind of like you're exposing yourself in a way, because songs are emotions, really. At least to me they are. Music is emotion. It can be good emotions, it can be bad emotions, but it's emotion. And playing, songs for other people, it's like showing your emotions to another person, like really showing yourself, but it's not the same though, really, it's not the same. Because you can write about anything, but it feels kind of like it's a reflection of you, I guess. Or things you're thinking about and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just kind of nerve-wracking for me. But I'm trying to get where I'm doing more of my music. Trying to get out of my shell a bit, I guess, if you want to call it that. And where I'm a little bit more relaxed about it. Alright, I do have to go. I can't think of anything more to talk about, and if I do, I'll make a new video. I will see you later! Bye!